Hello, friends. We have been talking about various aspects under the broad heading of Beyond Soft Skills. And today we are going to talk about communication as a whole. You may call it communication skills or knowledge about communication, the need for communication, everything that relates to communication. Basically, communication is a two-way traffic in which there is a sender and there is a receiver. One sends the message and the other person, the receiver, receives the message. And if these two players, sender and receiver, are not there, the communication process is not successful. Now, there are different forms of communication: oral, written, then printed, electronic, digital, and social media communication. So one needs to get acquainted with all forms of communication to be successful in life. Now, one important aspect of communication which most of us miss is the importance of body language. Body language is a very important ingredient of communication. It's not always your knowledge, your intelligence, your wisdom that matters in successful communication. It is to a large extent body language. Many experts say that 60 to 70% of the main ingredient of communication is body language, and rest 30 to 40% is your actual knowledge of the subject. Just I will give you a very simple example. Go back to your school or college days. You must have had teachers who had, double PhD and a lot of other degrees, and yet when they came to the classroom and spoke to you, everything went over your head. And there could be some teachers who did not have so many PhDs, they were simple pass. But when they came and took your class, you felt like it was a storytelling session. It was so good and so clear that you wanted the class to go on and on and on. The simple reason is the second teacher had good communication skill, could send you the message which you could understand very easily. But there are people who are very knowledgeable but they do not know how to communicate. So they cannot become very successful in their profession. So the need is there to learn to communicate better. Then there are some people who think only speaking is communication. That is not correct. Listening is equally important in communication. Since it is a two-way traffic, since communication is a two-way traffic, we must be able to speak clearly and we must also give a lot of time to listening. Without listening, communication is not successful. A good leader is a good listener. If you are working in a team and if you listen to your team members, you emerge as a leader. So listening is important in communication. Then there are some physical specifics in communication like tone, pitch, then delivery, speed of your conversation. These things also need to be taken care of. Then the last point I would like to emphasize is that there should be constant learning in communication. You should always try to improve. For example, whether your delivery is proper, whether people can follow you or not, there is a very simple and easy way to find out. Nowadays everybody has a mobile phone. So you switch on the record button of your mobile phone and start recording your speech. Speak for 2 minutes, record it in your mobile and play it back to yourself. If you think it has been very good, well, your communication through these verbal words has been good. But if you think there is room for improvement, you should improve. So search in the net, go to YouTube for specific lessons for improvement of communication skill. And once you are able to improve your communication, you are going to be more and more successful in life. So all the best. See you again in another session. Bye for now.